Good evening, good evening. Sound check, sound check. How's everybody? Molishani, Molishani. Sound check. How's everybody? Sound check. Excellent. So, how's everyone? Molishani, Molishani. Molibiabuti, Mokalabuti, Machomabwanji. I know Tayali is live, but we can just. I know Tayali is live. I'm drinking water, guys. It's not alcohol. It's water. Sparkling water. Sparkling water. Happy Tuesday. How are you, Abdul Mulishani, Precious Mulishani? Good to see you. Today we're going to talk about Tayali, guys, and the many issues he has brought up. Yes, I've been following Tayali the last few days, and it's huge, guys. He has almost 5,000 people watching, thousands of people watching Tayali. And what is your take? Yeah, invite people, share with people. Let us discuss the important issues that Tayali has brought up. And for me, the main things that Tayali has brought up has been the rigging of the elections. Of course, he has talked a lot about many issues, and including why he has come out back, why he has come back to speak for the people. And let's share, guys. Let's reach 100 and then we get started. Share, 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 share. Let's reach 100 and then we get started. It's a lot of things going on. But Eduardo, good to see you. Bamulea Mulishani, tag people and invite people. What is your take on Tayali? That is the topic today. In the comments, can you write something that you want to discuss, which Tayali has addressed in the last 3 days he has been coming live? For me, I specifically, my passion, I want to talk about the election results of 2021. Yes. So share, guys, invite people. This is your country. Zambia is a democracy. Let us feel free to speak our mind and pass our opinions. There is nothing wrong. It's not a crime. So the topic for today, Katrina, is your take on Tayali. But Chilufya Tayali is live right now, and we have been watching him the last 3 days. We have been on Chilufya Tayali's page, and we have seen many things he has addressed, you know. So what I would like you to do is in the comments, post a comment, post something that Chilufya Tayali has addressed, and let us discuss that. For me specifically, my interest is the election results of 2021. That is my interest among the many things that Chilufya Tayali has brought to light. Is number one, my top list, which I want to discuss, is the election results of 2021. And also the other thing that I want to discuss is also what they are trying to do, what the Speaker Nelly Muti, they are trying to move a motion to declare a seat vacant for a member of parliament who is disabled because he can't walk. Yes, so I want to address that issue of them trying to remove a member of parliament because he can't walk. Nothing is wrong with his brain. The disability is affecting his legs. So those are the things that I want to talk about. So share, guys. Invite people. I don't know if my panel will join me, but I'll get started and my panel can join me later if they want, if they're gonna join. But I didn't communicate with them if they will join. So yes, guys. So for me, the main topic, like I said, is the issue of the 2021 results. Yes, for me, that's the big thing, guys. It is a big thing. And the revelation of Tayali showing the numbers at ECZ, how the election was stolen from 3 provinces of Zambia. That is why I am here today to address how 3 provinces in Zambia rigged an election. Yes, so this election, the results were there on ECZ website, and the people were calling in to Tayali. Tayali showed us the numbers, and people have been going on the ECZ website, and they are saying that you cannot see those results, and the numbers are changing. But for me, I just want to say on this thing of rigging elections from the 3 provinces, my opinion on this, guys, is that I know Tayali was saying that Hakainde rigged the elections. You know what? For me, I don't put this on the president, Hakainde. I put this rigging of election on the people in those 3 provinces. Hakainde was not there in those 3 provinces to staff the boxes with the primary ballot. Hakainde was not at ECZ to manipulate the numbers. So I want to say here that, you know, this rigging of election, if it happens, it is the people in those 3 provinces that are responsible for rigging the elections. How are you, ba Precious Zimba, ba Vincent Mulishani, ba Precious Mulishani? Iteni abantu apatulande, because you know what? We have to call a spade a spade. Now, if you are just joining, I want to tell you here that we watched Chulufya Tayali, and Chulufya Tayali produced evidence to say the elections were rigged from 3 provinces in Zambia. And there is proof, because the number of registered voters is low to the actual number of voters that came in. So this is a hard lesson for Zambia to learn. Number 1, this should never happen again in Zambia. It should never happen again in Zambia, where we have nobody to check. There were no election voters, election observers in these 3 provinces. Takwadi, there were no election observers in the 3 provinces: Southern, Western, and Northwestern. We didn't have election observers. And we have seen videos how people from opposition, any other party, someone who is in any other party besides UPND, they were being manhandled, and there was all kinds of criminality there during the elections. If you are not UPND, they were being manhandled, they were being beaten, they were throwing stones at them in these 3 provinces. So what I want to say here, guys, is this election, I know Chirufya Tayari was saying that Hakainde stole the election. It is not Hakainde who stole the election. It is the people, these people in these 3 provinces, they are the ones who stole the election. Was Hakainde there? So me now, my question is, these people in these 3 provinces, are you happy if you want to manipulate the results to give Hakainde the power? Are you happy? So now, because the people in these 3 provinces, they manipulated our results, the whole country is suffering. Yes. Now, we Zambians, we should be angry at the people in those provinces who manipulated the results. It is not Hakainde. It is not Hakainde who rigged the elections. People imwe nyobantu kuma southern province mina bakwa hayeka fo na imwe mweba ku northwestern yuko ni mweba mweba chile rig ya my elections yaya. Let us call a spade a spade. Imwe mwebantu mweba ku southern province na ku western province na ku northwestern, you are the culprits, you are the criminals. Eh? So na mutemwe file chitika hena mokoma na nyowa bantu ba southern province ndinyo mwari ginga my election ina haga inde wari wole de ku southern province to kuchita staff ma ballot haga inde ngwari kuchita staff ma ballot mina bakwa haya kafo heshe china nachile kwa Mungu kwa haya kwa kutoeza staff ma ballot ba kwa haya na mibuza tag somebody from southern province and western province and northwestern province, tag them today, because these are the people who rigged the elections. Ndianda kuti sunu mutaginge ba southern province bonse ba southern province ga mubataginga mutaginge bonse ba western province mubataginge aba northwestern bonse mubataginge kambombi ba riginga election tai haga inde ijirema ina haga inde ijirema mwalimu wede ogaunka ku southern province wa kujita nani wa kujita rig my election ogaunka haga inde hakainde wakonka kwa haye kwa Mungu hakainde na ile kwa haye kwa kuyoiza rig my election na sikae. So now we have to address these problems as they are. The problem we have is these people who rigged my election tahi hakainde nyobo bantu nyuma rigging my election ndinywe, you are the reason why Zambia inoirapenga, ndinywe reason why Zambia yesiga muma problems aya kambo nyinyobo bantu nyoba bantu ba southern ya western and northwestern ndinyo ma rigging ama election haka inde taka bole de ku Zambia taka bole de kunani ku southern or western or northwestern wa rigging ngwani wali kuchinja ma numbers, ngwani wali ku staffing ama box ya pre-match ballot oya ngwani twamba masipawa wambati ayama figures ba southern province, they are there, the numbers my numbers equal, numbers don't lie. You know, how can you have cast ballot more than the registered voters? Eh? Bring the numbers. Bring the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Na mwambaji haga utayari urabeja gamtupa access my numbers we CZ so that we settle matter once and for all. Now tayari ulabeja, because if someone raises a question, your job is to prove that person wrong. Utina tayari ulabeja, gamweta mafigures gutegwa, tujite balance, tuone na tayari ulabeja, na wamba masimpe. Utina uyeyati mebohejisi mano, ina uchini chojita peje, chini chojita peje, na mebohejisi mano, ngwano wita. So what wambati tayari ojita raise the issue ya wambati oguya ku southern province ma vote ya wola kuhira ku southern province agu western province is more than my number of registered voters. Pemunyao is a red flag. So twele de kutegwa tojite investigate instead kutegwa tutalie wambati tayari ulabeja na tayari ulabeja, let us prove him wrong. Magani ngoto ambao wuti na tayari ulabeja, let us prove him wrong no bantu, because tatuyanda ate he ajitigide mu 2021 he ajitige mu 2026 inajisi chichisi jajiri buti ya kwamba chaguma election observers okuya kuma southern province kuma southern province akuma western province akuma northwestern takubalangirira ma election mbwaenda gutegwa takuba election. So bantu nga maganaya magani nkwamba ti tayari ogaleta point ye kwamba ti ma vote okuya ku western province aku southern province aku northwestern ma vote nguba jita register bayisize domuya as the vote cast for Againde. They are more than the number of registered voters. So that is a red flag. If we are in a democratic society, onse muntu were de bukala nsi aguyeya ati basa katu checking ama facts yana chamba tayari masimpe orona ulabeja. Yes. Taguya wambati shallow thinking olomwambe buti. Awachetu amba swebo kwambati. Let us check these facts. Let us make sure tayari haya gahagamba wambata mavoti oguya agabola kuhira kuma provinces ayotatwe mavoti abola muma milioni but bantu bari registered voters bajeya. So ngamaga nayo basa, but on this issue ma voting guma provinces ayotatwe ndambati nywebo bantu mwalibo nywe bantu nywa atishani nalandesh imwe mwe bantu mwe bali southern province mulelekelela mwali kubalegera utega kabariginga ma election. You are the reason ichiseji chechipengera ichalo chachula. In other words, the country is suffering because of you who helped the rigging. It's not HH who did the rigging. It is you, the people. So this is on you. Wagu southern province. All some problems zabole mu Zambia is because of our bantu batatwe baguma provinces otatwa. Yes. Prove tayari wrong. Tayari allegation yawe njagamba. Aiba tayari upumabu hata. To say we need to see mama voters registers of 2021. We need to see them. To see my voters, number of voters in Mongo, wherever kuma provinces or tatwaya, bere de guchta avail that is public information. Iwe Daniel chetwamba kwati muyanda uti Zambia ibe police state. Chemwangira abantu. Muntu wamba woma simpe ati stop lying. Ndali utamba siya wani ino siya wano li wamba ati mu Africa. We have, when we do something, we take everything over, you know. A democracy kuya hira gubaguwa bala respect. You know, democracy mu Zambia, it is abused by my politician. Wake up, Zambia, wake up. chetwamba chemunyenja kwati muntu abola ambe abuhe question at you are misleading people. Ina question jite mislead batu buti. How can a question mislead mutu? Ndinywe mujita mislead bantu, and you are enemies of democracy. You are the enemy of democracy, of development in Africa. Mubone jisi ja Zambia 60 years of independence. Gamulanga hijitika mujisi. Gamulanga hijitika mujisi 60 years of independence. Tulijisi bantu hawa, wachi wamba ule, you are misleading the people. You are misleading the people wuti. Ngo Zambia good democracy. Zambia good democracy basa. Hetugiri bantu ano, tindabona kutugira bantu. Yes. Hetugiri bantu ano, takungondi tuirite. So, tayari ulijisi hayamba. Tayari ulijisi hayamba. Ino tayari bantu 5,000 balamutamba udi live. So, muyeya nyobo muyeya chibonse bantu abayatamba tayari tabajisi mano. Olo tabajisi ya kujita. Nyo bantu nyobo. It's not everyone, but guri bantu baiti gwa praising. Oh, uma provinces yo tatwaya. Dinyoma leta ma problems mujisi kambo dinyoma riginga ma election. Tai HH wa riginga ma election. Tai HH wa rigutanda bantu mumugwa. Dinywe ma praising. Inoma wana mwalete ya jisi. Guri ginga kumari ginga chincha mu benefita. Nywe ba praising anywe. Dinyoma wa riginga election. Tai HH tala unka kuma southern province or kuma western province. Moga mubona. Wari jinga election ngwani. Ndinywe ma praising. So me ndabola no kumimbu ya ma praising kuti. Ina tatupengeri antomwe. Nyo ma praising tatupengeri antomwe. Ndinywe mwari go staffing ama ballot box yae. Ali mutu yanda ma figures awa. Yandi kubona muntu ndambira ati am misleading people. Gamuleta ma figures, mutu pe ma figures. Gamueta ma figures, yes. Mutu pe ma figures of registered voters who southern province, who western province, who northwestern. And then mutu pe ma figures ya bantu ba water. Gamutu pa ma figures. Ndinywe bantu ba southern province, kuma provinces otatu aya moleta ma problems mujisi ya Zambia. Mwaleta ma problem. Kambo rigging. Mokomana nyobo bantu ba ma problem nyobo bari riginga. Bari go staffing ama box. You are criminals. Ndiyo ma criminals. Arimu guri ma videos kwari online. Kumwari gutanda bantu agu staffing ama boxes ma video kwari online. Muyagwangwa jindi ya usiga. Jindi jirabola ino mukatamiwa. Minaka ofera. Bono bahinzi kwa 10 kwa kweza ma rigging ama election of ya southern province. Mwabona ino. Mwabona himwajita, mwabona chwale, minabakwa hae kafo. Tulipano. Because now, if into fiam, atifi ya kuli yobu shkufumina kumalushi. Ma vote kafo kwa ma 3 provinces. Never rigging it. Churufia tayari, kena ya bulera. Chwale aiba churufia tayari zari za bulera. Aiba kibu hata. Kimu sebezi wa minabo isi zedi. Kuri mweze produce ma true results. Amu yeze produce evidence kuri wonsa kuri Tayali'S have like zabohata kona lukakuza but my criminals fa aki HH na skaya kwa mongu kapa kwa sesheke kapa kwa sinanga kuyoeza staff ma boxes Kima yana is a staff my boxes kwa hae kware. Kima praise singer. So mina ma praise singer mukatamiwa. Kau fela yana ma video aten. Batune banga ma video. Neruwa gonanga. Fafa mwanto mwali kota mwale. Neruwa gonanga baba taking ma video. Ne ma video ateni kubonisa abantu bono bariginga ma election. So me wondeanda batafera kubulera kuri zale zabula chufya tayari kutiki HH aki HH kima praise singer bono by z rig election. So fadwa alwanyandera mo zale nemweza nemubona kuli mukaluksa lungu yena kiyale kafo waipira kerama lungu waipira kera bupiro bwa haye unani mashere nuberekire kare unani business lungu anyandi yanyanda kimanyi mina praising amabona zono mwezizi kuyo uzwa election kutifera chabe president chole mwabona president wa mina yo every day KHH he's fixing fixing eri kamanyi apart from kutisa tara mamaschap HH fixing resi kamanyi apart from kutisa tala because of you my praise singer you are the reason why the kimina one of the staff my boxes yale with the primary ballot kona democracy kona rule of law hape mukasibona 2026 aikafita mukasibona because bo HH bana ni immunity chwaye wena ya inzika forward afa page fa kunirwa haka haiba ne winzi involved ne uri 10 kono beza staff ma boxes kaufera mina mukatamiwa sha hai bane bakufika 100 kwacha kutuyoeza staff ma boxes mwabona chwali ka 100 kwacha kao kaire kai ona bwagano gokona zelu bulelange everyday kuli mina abantu amuzuwe mina batu munona na sichaba mukasiera abana bamina sichaba sesichwani kona puzo yeni uzafa kuti mina ma praise singer petro mtu wakufaka 100 kwacha ni saka ya bupi kuti weze rig election petro ni wena walumera bwangano bobulukana kufera watu ba Yesu wangano abufele onafalu na zelu tanga everyday kwa mbola fa kukumiluta kuli muzive kuli democracy kubupiro bwa hawa kibupiro bwa politician democracy kibupiro bwa hao kuli wine hande mwasicha basahao akikuli mina aba mifaka 100 kwacha kipeto peto kikuno buhanga fera bona bale bomuvotera bona kuona keba kona babachera bona kuona baba lukane la kutisha mashirenga sichaba mina inge munyanda ba mifaka 100 kwacha inge munyanda mane mwalumba no fa bubula kuli muzu sefate ni mishobo kiko sala kiko keta sorry ichilozi chine shupa kiko keta elida ya kamitusa mwasi chaba isingi leader ya itusa yena fera linos ena fera ni ma ministers bahai kibe na bacha so key problem why so key problem but this is all I wanted to say and I wish I knew any tribe from Northwestern I could have spoken it today to say you know what you people from the 3 provinces you are the one who rigged the election and you are the reason of Zambian suffering and it's a shame on you really yes Ni Shem Wandin. Shem Shemuna. Mama Shamonika Mwaisen. Fika chitika poli vidi. Fika chitika poli vidi twapapata. Fika chitika just choose a leader who will take your livelihood pantansh. Who kaleto we antansh pantansh. E muntu wakusala. Not if you want to mweba southern province na western na northwestern mwariginga my election. Teba haka inde ba rigging election ni mwebo. Mweba liko kudiefia lechika fionse ni mwebo. Hmm? Never criticism. How can they accept your results? Eh? Takwali abaku checking okweba chimoneni I constituency the registered voters bako nibanga number register number of ballots ni so much. What happened to ECZ mwebantu bakwalis? What happened to ECZ? Pakuti taba iketo kwebati ama registered voters ababa gumapanga yani aba. But ama ballot ayeshire yali muma million. What happened? Fish fetch tike. Ku ECZ kuya fish fetch tike. Number abantu okay ine mwandini guti nambo enyo n'abariginga ba election n'aba HH n'aba HH ni ba president alimu n'abantu tabapengi mujisinga heyambawe. I will not be here complaining if you people from these provinces rigged the elections for HH and the people are living well. I will not complain. But now a problem we are kuri imwe mweba rigging in my election mweba southern northwestern na western ni mwebo mweba leta problem because ni mwebo mweba rigging election for HH mwali apiro muliro pankasa na tumona nomba baku western province yuko barose nabema ba B but BRE nabema fighting HH but mwebe never BRI whatever mweba ku western province te mweba rigging my election for HH mwamone ni nomba mwamone ni mwali leta ma problem muchalo onse fyowa ikete ukupa kuchita rig election bakaba haka inde bawinine lesalemu leta palwerere. Thank you mama. Aba barose royal establishment na kwena kulia kwafumine okobalita rig na kwena manambers konse kuwa hae kulia ama nambazi ayafumine ballot yakulu kuchira ma registered voters. They were all part of it. And the problem is you, the voters, teba haka indi okobadi. Haka inde tabadi ko, but imwe kuma provinces yaya. Nimo mwe ba leterera Zambia. Mwaleterera Zambia. Mwema ama provinces yaya tatuaya. Mwaleterera Zambia. Eh? That's why number our Barroso Royal Establishment, HH should honor your agreement. Why? Why should HH honor your agreement when you, the people of Western Province and Southern Province, deceived Zambia by rigging the elections for HH? You, the people of Western, Southern, and Northwestern Province, you deceived Zambians by rigging the election. If you didn't rig, bring the numbers here. There is an allegation. If what Tayali'S is saying is false, produce the numbers. We want to see them. Zambia is a democracy. Mweba bini mwebo. Mm? Mweba bini mwebo ni mwebo mweba bini mwebo mweba rigging the election. That's why number panga sense because the HH was not even ready to govern. He knew that he would not make it. He knew HH knew that Tetia win the election. But imwebantu kuma provinces you mwachite mingalato. You rig that election. Ni mwebo mweba reason why Zambia today chula. Yes, we need to tell these people about Southern. Ndambira abantu wa Southern, Western and Northwestern. If you watch it in 2021 by rigging an election, fika chitikapo na foot. Let democracy prevail. It is a crime. If you chitika, if you akobachibachita manipulate ama numbers kukuma provinces, ni crime. Imila nduta shibola. People will be hunted down for fixing that election. Mwachita fix election. You HH Kanshi now, everything is making sense. HH was not even prepared to be president because they knew. Umuma 7 provinces, it was neck and neck. Eh? So, imweba kusolwezi uko, beabena solwezi. Twaisa fe panomuku milombo kwebati. If you watch till 2026, fika weke, mwika weke shapo. You people from these provinces, mwika weke shapo, uku rigging in election, uku pelo muntu mupando, elo romba moneni. Uyo mupando mwamupela, ture chula pamo, ture nya ture la pila pamo. Efye mwachile imwe. Mwewa kuma provinces ayatatu, because nga mwalishile balungu mfintu fyari kontorweke. Eh? Now we are in a double. Kadarism ya dibwela, kadarism iluma public institutions in nsala pamo. Na dictatorship. Everything is double overload. Zambia no mana ikosa. Na ikosa. And you know what? I am just like, wow, how did this happen? How did we get here? How did it escape ECZ? Takwa abantu checking up ECZ to tally before they announce the results to make sure that the number of votes cast is the actual number of registered voters. How did that happen? How did that happen? You who are enabling these politicians to rig elections, shame on you. Because mule chula, mumone no back southern province, nakuma provinces yambi, kuli drought. Abantu bale chulila mo because of actions of a few people. This drought in Zambia is spiritual. If we Zambian to our own enemies, to aripata fuebene, instead of letting democracy prevail, to put a rig election. Ni fuebo fue the rig election idia. I'm actually going to send it to me in a voice note. Tayali is my son. People were like, why are you calling Tayali your son? Tayali is my son because Nalim Funda. He was my student at Chifu Secondary School. That's why I call him my son. And I'm going to send a voice note to Tayali and tell him to say, Tayali, you should be talking to the Zambians in those provinces who rigged that election. It's not HH who rigged the election. It's the Zambian in these 3 provinces. So Imamwema Zambian who enabled the rigging to take place. Mulet poshan number. Pan ture chura ture niera pamo ture la pira pamo. Some of you have jobs in Bibali Mipera Konomba Mwalengesha Mwechalo Chonse. 20 million people are suffering because of people from 3 provinces who rigged an election. How did they do it? In Southern Province, Western Province, why have you been quiet? Ama results, ama number zero barechta announce. Silence is violence. In Southern Province, mwadi shibama numbers zefyo mwaba. Ama numbers zero punda ama million of voting. For example, kumapanga ya so many registered voters. Example. In Mapangaya, now with 300 registered voters, Vaisa Pundati, Kwafuma 700 votes. You are supposed to question it. Eh? How come our registered voters valid 300? Our results were now 700. Apope the money ni rigging. But you have been quiet. Hmm? You have been quiet. No one has ever complained to say ukukuma provinces yambi impendwe obare punda yari ikuru. The number of vote casts was bigger than the number of registered voters. Why are you people in these provinces quiet? Because you know yourselves. Kuno kwa America, you know, election 2021. 2020 election yakwa Biden kuma states Trump ali tuminia abantu to manipulate the vote bali kana bambi balekera pone nchito, and it didn't happen. People refused. Kuno kwa America kuno bali about Trump alefo kugonfia abantu, he needed quite 1 or 2 states to win to make it back, but abantu bali kana bambi balekera pone nchito kwe batini esho nchite. I can't manipulate the votes. But in my southern, western, and northwestern, you knew what was happening and you are quiet. So you are part of the crime. All this will be investigated. And you know what? If you're not munda yanama, apart from Ingaranda, Bahaka inenga wali pita wino na government ya wangairete ka wino, if into ngatafishire, it wouldn't have come to light. If HH was doing what he promised, all this thing would not have come. But then, let us learn our lesson in 2026. Please, Mwebantu, everyone, it is your right to ensure a democratic process. Umuntu palobe chira muntu no muntu. Be democratic. Mwebantu wakwazambia tuwapapata. Be patriotic to a papata. Nobody mwena mutemwa back southern province na baku eastern. Sorry, back southern, western and northwestern. Na mutemwa munto mwachire riga my election if eki alechita mchalo. Na mutemwa. Our politics is not about tribe. It's about developing your country. It doesn't matter who are president. Ngafumine kusorwezi, ngafumine kumongu, ngafumine kumapangaya, ngafuma kunani kuna konde olotunduma umuyombe. It doesn't matter. We need a president who will take Zambia out of poverty. Efo tulelanda panu. Trump didn't win. He were annually. Trump lost. That's why we have Biden as president. That election, Trump ali pona. Eh? No, but I am a provinces ya tatua mi papa tatua mi lomba. If you chitike mu 2021, officially mu 2021. Don't bring the same drama mu 2026. Efe na isa mkulomba inepano. Ma provinces otatwa ya ndiramba mujitonga mujirozi. shaishi vanalelanda chikalunda batinalilava batinalanda number 1 maslos lwamikupa mina vatu vakwaeka for kwamongusha zeza kurigging ama-election zono zeza halide ma-2021 amuzisiye ma-2021 lwamikupa kuli ma-politics akurigging ama-election mwasiye ma-2021 musike mwayatisa kwa 2026 mwabona zeza halile masichava mwabona chwale fava boko kafo kwa kuwolitunga kafo kuzuhile mandwa ndine vamipromisa likamangi kuli amukaeza chwana ni chwana alukata kwa alukata mwa government lukamyeleza chwana ni chwana neva mipumile. That's why kuzuhile makande kafo kwa Mungu abatu talking about BRI because neva mipumile kuli amukaeza chwana ni chwana lunalukata mwamuso lukanyereza chwana ni chwana chwale nanitile kwambola fa kumibilela kutimina bakwaeka fo muzuhe once bitten twice shy. My vote moving forward, let us focus on choosing a president yakazusa Zambia out of poverty. That is number 1. When I had fa kunibula kuti aniyo inform duza fa page yak and ska kubiza fa nani brema kandidati sizeta yali kuri ma provinces amalalu ma numbers of the registered voters ni ma numbers of the actual vote cast, they are not tallying. We have more ballot voted than the number of voters. Kona kuri never uzuze vote. Mwastonga mina bakwa mapanga ya kafo bakwa bagumunzi no bantu bagumunzi yogo ku Southern Province Tommy Womba. I am a politics I will support a president kambo muyobo wenu kamwalega katu supporta muntu ya kuguya Zambia munzala uya kuguya nzala mujisi kubola 2026 chetu wombano Zambia 60 years of independence katu yita ma politics na muyobo sure mwona inojisi aleza onyema. Even the gods are angry. That's why we have no rains in Zambia. The gods are angry because of you, the people, the way you are conducting yourselves. So, area shiryo mwe bantu. Batiri ya shirya ma vote liena. Fika officially tu sambiri le pochimo. Bena Zambia sambiri en pochimo. Pari 2021 election. Fika weke shapo mwikatala. Mwina sapoto mtundu. Mule sapoto muntu mwalolesha vision ya muntu. Kutwale chalo pantanshi. We want to end poverty muchalo. Mone ni file chika. Mwina tana blame waka inde. Fimoni mwe bantu because you enable these leaders to misbehave. Mwampera power muntu because of your criminal activity. Ile power ya kwataba HHUwa bapere ni nani? It's you criminals. I'm not saying everyone. Anyone who was involved in rigging a my-election, kuma provinces ayatatu, you are the reason why Zambia ile chula. Imamema criminals kuma provinces yatatu aya. It's not the leaders. It is the people. You the people. Uma provinces. Ushaka in the area of Southern Province mko rigging a my-election. Bushaka in the area of Western Province mko rigging a my-election. Ama video opo yali online opo tuale mona bantu kuma provinces aya balekita staff ama boxes with the primacy ballot no kubale pepe kabantu ngatauri UPN ditakuri kuya mkuvota. People were being chased from the polling stations. So now you can come and tell you it's a leader. It's not a leader. You, the people, are the reason. Kuma provinces are tatuaya. You people from these 3 provinces, you need to wake up and let us move together as one Zambia, one nation. You rigged an election for HH. Look at what is happening now. Shame on you. Mwa rigging an election for HH. Fish fish chicken. Ku Livingston kulia ba Judith. Mule mwana malaini yali kuya bunga ku Livingston kulia. Madundu mwezi formula. Mule sama madundu mwezi formula, rigging formula. So in a country where everyone has got a freedom of affiliation and the freedom of opinion, kuti umuntu alia 0 votes. Abena Southern Province, this is on you. Amadundu mwezi formula ya mule yumfa noku yumfa dundu mwezi formula. Ala tulenya tulela pita pamu. Mumone abantu nobale tanta minowunga. The drought yali why? Because it's you, the people who are misleading leaders. We are here talking every day. What about praise singer? Come correct. Let us save Zambia together. HH 2019. Okay, mulenya mulela pira. Yo in 2019 yo bakashitisha nenchalo. Na famu yenu mukabuka luchelo na bashitisha famu yenu. Mukachoko mukaya mukwikala bakapange fuma refugee camp. Oko bakala mitwala. Masquata township mukala ikala. Pero nga mwabu kati mye mushishe pa market uruchero. Mulero uruchero na batoba market. This is the government that you are praising every day, and you rigged to help to come to government. Is a shame. That's why Valatina Noctina HH is not at peace, because he knows what happened. By HH security was just around. If someone is like, if HH was like peaceful and at peace, and he knew that everything, his presidency was legitimate, he won't have so much security around him. But the president, wanatina, mwanimona security obenda na yena. Why is the president so scared? Always the security oyenda na the president mwanimona. Why? Epa kui push up what? Why? Because he knows his presidency, he doesn't deserve that presidency. And if the president is doubting, let him tell the ECZ to produce the results. And you know what? Now, data is saved on the cloud. Not anything on the internet is permanent. Even if you manipulate numbers on the internet, there is a trail. So nangubenga muliamu ECZ database wachite manipulate my numbers. There will be a trail of when the records were changed and by who. Everything on the internet is permanent. In a page in the it was hacked. This page was hacked. But you know what? Everything on the internet is permanent. So Facebook was able to see that I was the owner of the page until December 1 when the page was hacked. And it was able to see whoever did anything to the page. And then they gave me back the page. And all the records are there. That's the internet. Everything on the internet is permanent. So now, when we see that what to manipulate my numbers. This information now, unless even if they destroy a server, now all this data is in space. It's in the cloud. So even if they manipulate the numbers at ECZ, there will be a trail of who manipulated the numbers when, and whatever they did will be there. So the more they manipulate these things in ECZ, the more they are putting themselves in trouble. Because everything on the internet is permanent. So when the time comes, we will be able to see the actual votes, how much actually came in, and what figures were used to announce who won the election. And if they went in to manipulate the results, it will show who did it. So we are living in different times. We are living in different times. And for me, I am just here. I want tagging about Southern Province. Tag about Southern, Western, and Northwestern. We are in this problem because of you people from these three provinces who manipulated who rigged the elections for HH. Adi perapo nanguni sweetie. HH fish for mamuchitira after mampera power. So we are here to say, think, make a workshop. Imamwe Southern Province, Western Province, and Northwestern. Fidamwach rig election for HH. Make a workshop in 2026. Fipele dia papeni. Na mutemokula shitobunga kumanani. 400 kwacha. Elonga niko kusenangoko. Achibadi ama wild fruits. Some of these people, they are eating surviving on wild fruits, but you turn around and rig an election. Mule umfashani nomba. Imwe mweba riga my election. Takuti abantu nomba baledi ama wild fruits. Elo muchara mapona nensala. Mule umfashani. So, ine nalana na tayari na namutumina voice note kwa tayari. Talk to the people of Zambia. Don't talk to HH. The problem we are Zambian, we are suffering now is because of people from three provinces who helped to rig election. HH tied the Southern Province, Western, or Northwestern, which riga my election. Bale mukanya no kwenda. But mwema praising and mwema rig election. Mambo na nombe chalo kwa chifikire. Mambo na problem waleta mchalo. Ba praising and mambo na HH paka 2090. Katwish. Yomulelo mbati HH paka 2090. Ubungani 400. Katwish. And the God will bring curses on the land of Zambia to the people. Because you, the people, the more you are enabling bad behavior of the leaders. Mula sonte minwe chama leaders, ama leader umuntu umo. You are enabling these leaders to misbehave by giving them power which they don't deserve. Who are my election? The person who brought elections, you think they are stupid? No. There is a reason why there is a democratic process, and these democratic processes, they work. People, they go in government and they deliver. Yeah? They take care of their people. Nomba ifo tuli Muzambia mo kurinsala bashti shobunga bashti. All their decisions are not doing anything to improve lives of Zambians. Support, they are not doing anything to improve your life. In fact, life yama Zambia na iwele kunuma. Opo baishile ba aka India we no mwa ibidide election. Imamweba kuma province ya tatu. Any good lesson if you chitike mu Zambia our praise singer they stole the election, they enabled the HH to win that election by giving him votes which he did not have. If we were a country where our institutions, yes, they are not working, actually, This, they would call for early elections so that they put a legitimate president who is chosen by the people. Number all our three arms of government, they are compromised. Judiciary, atishani ama three arms of government. What are the three arms of government? They are all compromised. They can't do anything. Legislature, judiciary, and the state and the shanyuk. Eh? There is no separation of power. And the executive, yes. Legislature, executive, and judiciary. If these three things will be functioning, if these three things were functioning right now, upon those allegations, you would have seen action if these three arms were functioning. If in Tungana Mumona, they would have started. If in Tungana Fiamboxera, but Chief Justice Kuria, calling all the, Ngana Vachitana Katushavening, ama legal terms, yabo, they would have subpoenaed the records. That's the word I'm looking for. If these three arms of government were working, they would have subpoenaed all the records already from the 2021 and tried to establish those allegations by Chufya Tayali. And then if they were forcing another mukaka, because we don't want anarchy. Mamona. We don't want anarchy, muchalo. Mamona. So right now, Panondelanda, if the three arms of government were working as they should, our judiciary, they would have subpoenaed ECZ to produce the records which Tayali is referencing, and wangu bwangu ngana bata determine ukwebati if you are Tayali, is it true or false, and if it is false, apapene Chilufya Tayali ngana bachita issue rest atushan arrest warrant call out na ponga muitachan kuzambi. Ngefyo chidi. If the three arms of government were working right now, the judiciary, yes, these people in charge of the laws, ngana bachita sopina ba ECZ, what can you produce these records? And then you are ECZ ngana bachita produce records. And my judges, their chief justices and all of them, they should be reviewing the records right now from ECZ. And then they determine bushechiru fyachalela nda fyachine fyabufi. Elonga fyabufi. Chirufya arrest warrant ngana ifuma. Interpol. Wherever Chirufya Tayali is. If our systems were working, they should have, judiciary should be reviewing all the voting results from 2020 from 2020 what 21. And if they determine that Chilufya Tayali is lying, ba Interpol ngana ba mukonka so apa. Chilufya oko Tayali okwali ngana ba musenda. Because this is a big, it's a big thing. Mulandu kalamba kachinga kutu mulandu shama legal terms kachumulandu obenga mpera. Fidia Chilufya lelanda ngachaka bat fiabufi. Nga mulandu mukalamba sana. Techibale mulekale landa no kulanda fidia fiale landa. Ngana ya mumiankula ba Interpol kula kune phone. Interpol offices are all over. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Interpol offices are all over. So why is the Zambian judiciary system not doing the due diligence to investigate what Chilufya Tayali is saying, because if this is a false alarm, Chilufya Tayali need to be charged and brought back to Zambia to answer charges. Why? I am told Chilufya Tayali are alive, so. But Chilufya Tayali has said AMA results they were rigged. The president, which means that the president of Zambia is an imposter. That's what it means. What it actually means, Chilufya, is showing you know, I'm trying to argue. Zambia patulelanda, those allegations, ayalelanda Chilufya Tayali, alelanda chiba president of Zambia is actually is an imposter president. So this is a very serious allegation. Now my question is, why isn't the judiciary system subpoenaing bafuna subpoena my records kuyisized kudia ba Oscar ile kind of Mr. Ad, I don't know what happened. They hacked you again. And I'm going to go in a minute because I have something going on. But I want you to ask this question to yourselves to say, Chilufya Tayali is actually alleging that Baraka Inde is an imposter president because he stole 1 million votes. Now, this is a very sensitive matter. Accusing a sitting president for stealing votes is a very sensitive matter. Now, my question is, why is the judiciary quiet? But Chief Justice right now, what should be happening over this matter is let them subpoena my records ku ECZ and let them verify what Chilufya Tayali is saying. And after they verify what Chilufya Tayali is saying, two things are supposed to happen. I'm not a legal person, but in the Kukonkafye, this is what is supposed to happen. So, but judiciary kuyama chief justices ngawata subpoena my records from ECZ, but the judges need to review. Ama chief justices Zambia, they need to review the results of 2021, and then they determine to say no. Yes, in Southern Province the elections were rigged, the numbers were manipulated. Then from there, if it is true that what Chilufya is saying, if it is true, then the president must, the speaker, the other arm of what the other arm of government is the legislature, which is the speaker, amafunde. If whatever Chilufya is saying is true, the legislature, National Assembly, they are supposed to start proceedings to impeach the president and call for any elections. This is what is supposed to happen. And then they are supposed to start investigating to find out who are the actual people who were involved in manipulating those numbers. So that is if what Chilufya Tayali is saying is true. Now, if what Chilufya Tayali is saying is false, Chilufya Tayali, Alebe Pobufi, they are supposed to issue a warrant of arrest right now through Interpol, and in whatever country Chilufya Tayali is, he must be nabbed and brought back to Zambia. Because you cannot accuse a sitting president of stealing an election. 5,000 people are watching Chilufya Tayali make these allegations. The whole world is watching. So before I end, I am here to ask our Zambia judiciary, what is going on? Why are you letting Chilufya Tayali make all these accusations and then nothing is being done? We have not heard a statement from the Zambian government or Zambian spokesperson. It is mute. What is going on? This is very serious. Uyo wine masheke akashamba twayo michitire block. You can block people all you want, but there are many platforms, including YouTube. So I think for people to join the show, I think I'll just be coming live here by myself. But if you want to participate in the show, we shall be opening the show to guests on YouTube. Because on Facebook, there is interference, people can't join. So I'll be signing off shortly, but these are the things that I want you to think about what is happening in our country. Welcome, comrade.
Good evening, Bachiaredi.
Good evening. The floor is yours.
Awe ine Bachiaredi na chisati miposhe kofie no kuposha ma viewers besu. Teokwe bati twatotera sana pafyo muletu wafu.
Connection really bad, register break.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but it's breaking.
Yeah, na chilafu afyo kutotera sana pamashu muletu yukusha aya kuchita ukuba sana focus kurusha sana pali Zambia than ama lines yesu. So it is a very important thing to look at one Zambia, one nation. Dan tuleroresha ko tufumine na omuntu tutemenwe neshu nachifuati mpose professor neryo shiwirya irya kuchita uniting echaro no tukuchita divide charo no mutundu wawe shiwe nachirafu ankoseresheko sana eyo nachirafu apema kumiposha fe sana bachiadedi
Natotela Mkwai, thank you for your support. Natotela Mwema viewers, Mwema Netamba, almost 200 people. We appreciate your presence. We know it's a sacrifice. Some bundles, Tayachi Pine, Zambia, and your time. Yes, but you share the video, guys. We need to quickly come in. So because you know, if Tayali is accusing the president of being an imposter, why is the country quiet? Why can't they come and say something? What is the government saying? Why is the government mute? Because Tayali Nakwata, almost 5,000 people watching him on a live. Chimona Stadium Yashara on live. And then after his live, everybody's watching. It's millions of people who are watching. You know? So if Tayali can come and accuse the president to be an imposter of stealing an election, why is the Zambian government quiet? That's number one. Number two, why is the judiciary not subpoenaing ECZ to provide the election results of 2021 so they can determine if Efyalelanda Tayali, Chachine, or Wufi. Inga Wufi, Tayali need to be nabbed because this can bring a political strife. Is a national security risk. Efyalelanda. Mozambique were very peaceful. But filefile and Tayali ngani kuchalo kumbi, kuti mwamwana people, they don't have patience. Mufialo fimbi. Zambia tule pepa, we continue with this patience and the peace mumutima yesu. Kufialo fimbi filefile and tayadi ngana kubuke fiongo nempasase. You hear things happening. People reacting in the streets. So I am here to advise the judiciary system to do their job. Let them demand records if to prove if this is true or false that the election was stolen. Me, in fact, I'm saying it's not the president who stole the election. It is the people of these three provinces are the people who stole the election, because we didn't see kuya kuma provinces aya. Who did the dirty work for the president? It is you people, praise singers. That's why Yama Zambians very chula. Mulandu wa minga toya imwe bantu aba kuma provinces aya tatu. Mwaleta ma province ama chushi mchalo. But that being said, in closing, I'm just asking the judiciary to do their work. Do your due diligence. Confirm what Tayali is saying, true or false. If it's true, you know what to do. The legislator need to call for any elections and impeach the president. Let them, if it is true. If it is not true, Tayali need to be arrested, and he should not be there spreading falsehood. But we need to find out the truth. That's why the legislature is there. Legislature, judiciary, and the executive. Now, if these things are not compromised, we are going to see our system work. So again, we are at a point in our country where the presidency's words is being put to test. He has been preaching always the rule of law. So now a situation has come. It is directly to him, an accusation on his presidency is there, global, not here global. People are questioning the presidency of our president, that he is an imposter president, he stole an election. So now let us see if the rule of law under the president of Mr. Hakainde will work. So I end here, guys. This is all I have to say. So good night, and we are watching the situation. We are watching the situation, and we see how this government is going to react. Because remember, that's why it's important to have a separation of power. Because now this accusation is on the executive. The accusation is on the executive. So if there is a separation of power, we'll be able to see the legislature and the judiciary function. This is what we are waiting to see. We are waiting to see the legislature and the the judiciary to function, because this accusation is on the executive. It is an attack on the Zambian presidency. It is an attack on our electoral process, and it is a job of the legislature and judiciary to prove this wrong and settle this matter once and for all. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow as we continue to look at the unfolding situation concerning this allegation of the rigged 2021 election. Thank you and good night.